Anytime I got into the studio, if I'm supposed to relate it to my music, first of all, anytime I got into the studio, I realized my style of recording had changed when it comes to my lyrics, when it comes to production, when it comes to the whole music. Anytime I got into the studio sessions, I was talking about things without filtering any of them like I would before. And I think I really studied so much around the music when I had to be in the studio for the past 3 years making the project. And then I also got to realize me as a person, there's been so many things that had changed the past couple of years that it was all reflecting on the making of the album.
Yeah. And from the beginning till this time, how do you think the 17-track project captures where you started from and where you are heading to when you look at it? How does it capture that?
You can tell the number of genres, different genres that I tapped into. If you take my first EP, the Seed EP, and then my second project, my diary, both EPs, I didn't do just one particular sound, but I didn't do a lot either because they were 4 to 5 track EPs. On this album, I also tapped into different genres, but I expanded it more. So if you're hearing a different thing in the production, say if it's a hip-hop track, in the lyrics, you can tell that I played around the melodies in so many different ways. If maybe in my previous projects, I was singing in one particular key, in this particular album, I explored other keys on the sound. So every single, if you take a track, there's so many things that you can be able to differentiate between my previous projects and then this particular album.
And you said it took 3 years to actually finish this project. Initially, when you started, did you think of doing 17 tracks, or as time went by, you and the team sat down to say that, okay, so this is the number we are doing?
When we started recording the songs, we didn't put a limit to it. Because I always say music is a very spiritual thing. That is why somebody can really connect to an artist for the rest of their lives. They have so much love for the person because the artist has probably caused a certain form of connection with their emotions. So when we started, we didn't say we're going to do 10 songs or 17 songs. We were just recording, we were just making the music. And when we felt like we had recorded a good number of songs, because even aside recording for the album, I have songs that I've done already. So when it was time to pick the tracks, that was when we had to sit down and go through all the songs I have in my catalog and see which ones we're going to pick. And we had to bring it down to 17.
Yeah. You have over the years captured a lot of music lovers across the world with your voice, your style of music. And for many of us, would want to understand and get into your mind about your creative process, especially on this project, because there are some songs, everybody hears GYAKIE, and I know you get this, like, there's a softness that begins with it, and it builds up over a period. And then if you look at the titles of the songs and how you said you wanted to do a lot of different things on it, take us through how you put them together. Let's choose one. What song did we play?
Okay, so they are like, to me, I think they are like 6 love songs.
Okay.
I've arranged
You've arranged them from...
Yes, I know. There are 2 excitement songs. There's one inspirational song, and there's one that questions you about love. Is it worth it? That's
life.
Life. About life. So, would you want to pick the love, the disappointment, or the inspirational?
I love the categories. I love it.
Okay, let's do love first.
So, love, there is Hamatan, there is Y2K, there's Sankofa Unconditional, there's Story, and also one.
Don't go further. Sankofa. Come and give me. Hey.
That's unconditional.
Oh, I know that. I know it. I like that one.
I feel you. So which one, Sankofa or Unconditional?
Unconditional.
Come and give me love, love. Okay, the Amapiano song.
Yeah.
Unconditional was produced by Afrolectra and K Zaza from South Africa. Afrolectra also produced my song Rent Free, and he produced Sankofa as well.
And a very smallish guy who goes on
so good at what he does. We recorded this record here in Accra. And I wrote it with an amazing artist who is also very talented. He's called Ofe. He was in the studio. Yeah, Ofe, you know Ofe. He was in the studio as well. So big shouts to him too. This is a laugh song, and this is a song where I'm talking about giving love to someone unconditionally without having any form of rules or any form of, I don't want to do this if you don't do this. Unconditionally, I wanted to give out that kind of love. So it's a topic for people who really give love unconditionally. If you do so, you're going to enjoy the lyrics. If you don't, you will enjoy the production because it has, some good log drums in there for the Amapiano lovers.
Does it come from a personal place?
No, this one is not from
this
personal.
One, but this one is not from
this one. But there's a few songs on there that I wrote. Something like "Is It Worth It?" is extremely personal. Extremely.
Yeah.
"Is It Worth It?" No One as well. Hallelujah is my second gospel track. Because my first gospel track is Nane Nyame, and this is my second gospel track. So there's a few songs on there that
your performance of "Is It Worth It" at the listening, that was really.
Yeah, that's my favorite record on the album, and I think I enjoy performing. And it's with acoustic versions. I love because I'm able to really speak the words in the song. Because it's not just a song; it's something that is more like a letter or something I'm communicating with the listener. And that's why that is my personal favorite song.
You do also travel a lot. You're outside Ghana a lot. When you meet other people or you get into other systems, what are some of the things that you get to learn or hear in conversations with other people that you feel you can add it to your craft and continue blossoming as you're doing in the space? What are some of the things that you get out there? Okay, I like this.
I always like to explore.
Okay.
So it's not even just around the music, culture, and even food, because I love food very much. So I'm the type that would go to a different country and I'm interested in knowing more than just the music. You know? I would walk up to the places to just find and get inspirations. Sometimes you could even enter a room and then the way the place is built or the aesthetics of the place can even give you an inspiration to write a record. So I don't just learn new things around the music. I learn new things, especially about the culture of wherever I'm at. And then music-wise, if they're doing a different genre, I always like to record with new artists that are in the country, just so that I'll be able to pick and learn a few things as well.
That's great to know, and that's why we all love your sound. It's not the usual, and I'm a voice person, so I like the voice. Beginning from the softness and how calm it is, and then you eventually come out. It really did.
I actually love the fact that you've both listened to the album. It's making the conversation more interesting.
That's what it's about after midnight, but this is the afternoon. Anyway.
Have you heard this? Have you heard the saying before? Don't let your boyfriend prevent you from meeting your husband. When you were
waiting for the question.
I've heard it before, yeah.
You've heard it before, eh?
I've heard that statement.
When I listen to I'm Not Taken, that's the vibe I get.
Well, I wouldn't coin it that way, but it's the truth. Whatever I said in I'm Not Taking is the truth. If somebody has not asked you out officially to be their partner, then you are definitely very much single. Yeah, I don't know when it got changed from that was the method,
yes,
I don't know how it got changed now. I think people end up being with people and you ask them, are you guys dating? It's like
we're in a situationship.
Where did that word even come from? Where did it come from?
Where did that word come from?
Why are we stressing ourselves like this? Ask me out and let me say yes or no. Then we know we are doing the real thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
I want to say shouts to Phil John Corte. He's with the Sports Desk. And those of us in the newsroom, Phil can play. Jack in your man.
Really? Hi.
That's Phil.
That's Phil.
Wow. You don't bring guests for Phil to walk into the studio, but for him to come from the
outfit.
For him to come from the English to Phil John Corte.
That's nice.
Do you have your fans in mind when you're writing?
Every time.
Okay.
if you take my fans out of this music, I don't know what it is, really and truly, because anytime that I am facing my down moments, the people that genuinely love my music for what it is, they are part of the reasons why I don't stop when I want to, because people actually send me messages asking if I ever think of giving up on the music, I should just think about the few people who genuinely are leaning onto my music. Okay. And when I think of people like that, I mean, why would I want to give up on that? So I really don't play with my fans. When I'm writing music, I think about what the listener could be going through, and then I coin the lyrics in a way that they can listen and then relate to, yeah.
Okay. And just a final one, the thing about the shortness of the songs.
I think in all it's 41 minutes, whole project.
Girl,
you get 2 minutes. You get 2 minutes. No, when it comes to data and stats, she's got that.
Yeah.
She listens to all the songs on projects. She's an album lover.
She has given us categories. She has given us the minutes
and everything.
I'm waiting for the next.
What's the next data you have?
Yeah.
So is that deliberate, or it's about what the fans now, or the system, or what it is now, that you don't exactly see, like 3 minutes, just do like a 2 minutes thing, everybody can sing along, we're good, we're done, we'll move on to the next one.
We thought about the fact that it was 17 tracks is a lot of songs. And I'm imagining myself driving or cleaning or in the shower listening to an album like that. I don't think I would want it to extend an hour. So I kind of look at all those things. So because of how plenty the songs were, we really wanted to make it very cute, just so that when it ends, you will not even realize that it's been up to 40 minutes and then you bounce back again. Yes, so it's because it was 17 songs. Yeah.
For me, I have different times as to when I listen to the album. When I'm going to shower, I'm taking my bath, I'm listening to I'm listening to House Party and Party Galore.
Wow.
That will make you bath early. That's going to make you bath early.
No, it
will ginger you.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
I love it. And then when it's early morning and then I'm coming to work, then I listen to the love aspect of it.
And it's very smooth.
Yes. Yeah. When I want to get into the mood where I feel like Broken Hearts beat, then I listen to Fire on the Mountain.
Ooh.
And cause it speaks a lot.
Yes.
And then some type of disappointment, then I listen to Damn You.
Yeah.
Yes. But one thing I realize is that GYAKIE barely speaks a lot. Your words can be calculated.
Yeah.
But on this project, you had to let everything out. It's like you are speaking to your fans, you're putting your emotions out there. Personally for you, was it difficult to do that? Because like I said, you hardly do interviews, you don't speak a lot, but in music, you decided to pour your heart out for people to understand, see that side of you. Because if you would have told me you'd be doing a project that talks about love, pain, disappointment, I'm like, well, GYAKIE doesn't do that. Because I listen to Control back to back and that energy. So I'm thinking that's how you flow. But with this one, was it difficult for you?
It wasn't, because I was being real with everything. During the process of recording the album, that was the type of mood and feels I was in. Like I was saying, I have really grown over the past years, and I would say I have decided to do what I originally and genuinely love to do, and that is these R&B, soulful, love music. That's how I started. I mean, in between, I had to tap into other things, but I think my original and true self is the kind of music that really connects emotionally to the soul. And I enjoy making those songs in the studio. So why not give the people what I also love doing? And if I love doing it, I'm going to keep doing it well. And they will also enjoy it from that side.
I'm going to ask this. It's not like a personal question, but I would love to get your perspective on it. Do you think the industry has shifted too much towards singles than appreciating projects being made by artists?
I think we're tapping in gradually, I would say, because if I'm supposed to look at last year and this year especially, most of the projects that has come out, I've seen people actually talk about it.
Yeah.
You know, TV, radio, and then on social media, content creators are talking about it. So I would say right now we are really tapping into listening to albums and projects. Also because people are really finding it interesting to, you know, talk about projects like, oh, I went to listen to it and this is how I feel, that is how I feel. So they genuinely listen track after track just so they can say what they really want to say. So I would say right now we're really tapping into albums than before. Yeah.
I wouldn't ask you why you chose those 6 artists to be the featured individuals to be on it, but for Y2K Love, the way you brought Daddy's old song, you sampled it and put Omar Sterling on there, and it's relatable, Gen Z, R&B, like dun, 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 hey. And what were you trying to achieve? Bringing old, as in
I was trying to make a classic, and that is what we birthed with Y2K Love. The song that I sampled on that record is a classic. That is my dad's all-time song that anytime you mention his name, that is the song
that's what comes to mind. Yeah.
Comes to mind, exactly. Recording with Omar Sterling as well. Anybody that knows me know how much I am a big fan of his music. The track that we made, we wanted to really bring a lot of nostalgia. That's why it's called Y2K Love, year 2000. So taking things back in a day. And we wanted to do old school hip hop because the featured artist is a rapper.
Yeah.
Now we had to make sure that the sample was really going to make sense. So that's the song that took us the most time to finish.
Okay.
Because we really had to make sure bringing Nankabede into a production like that had to really sit well.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't just be any random. You're sampling because that's your dad and you want to put anything on. That's how come like we brought that track together. And I'm glad that I actually like did that because it made so much sense.
Yeah. when you listen, finally, when you listen to the project, when you start with the intro, where the and the drum and everything, it gives a different vibe. And also after you go through the first 5, you meet the after midnight.
The interlude, the commercial break,
Yes. Like, whose idea was it?
The track list arrangements was me and my team, as usual. Everything is done deliberately. You know, the album is supposed to take you on a ride. So you start really slow into the emotions and then it picks up. The interlude kind of like gives you a break from the slow love songs in the first part.
Yeah.
Then you can tell that after the interlude, it now switches into a little bit of the upbeats and it goes into the piano. Then we come back again into the slow songs, then it ends with the gospel record. So it was planned and it was executed properly.
When you look back years from now, what do you hope this album represents and also achieve in terms of the legacy you are trying to build as an artist?
You know, when you enter a shop and then you go like a shop, like a vinyl shop, and you're going through like greatest albums of all times. I need that After Midnight to be in there. I need it to be part of the greatest albums that's ever come out, whether from Ghana, from Africa. It should be amongst those names. And that is why we made sure that every record was nothing short of a classic. Yeah.
I just maybe my final one as we wrap up on the show. When it comes to GYAKIE releases a song. Everybody's like, okay, GYAKIE release song. Okay. Then we go day. The song just day. Song just day.
Yeah.
The people go talk say, oh, the song safe. Okay, we know the year. Then like in like 1 month after, the song just blows up like it's everywhere. Like how do you do that?
Yeah, I always say my songs, and I also say this album is a crawling album. So one thing about me is when I drop music, I don't do too much. I know that it's good, and I know good music. I mean, not just good music, but sometimes there's certain songs that will take time for people to really connect to it. There's so many songs that drops every single day. So I believe that this album is one of it. We'll all be here and then,
just hear it every
Like I will commend you for the hard work.
Thank you.
Because the first time I saw you was a bar concert. EL's bar concert, Alliance Française.
Yeah.
I see this tiny.
You know, some smallish girl popping in there, like.
But you were touching people.
Yeah.
People were seeing you. So at the time when she became GYAKIE, like, oh, that's the person we've been seeing.
Yeah.
And you haven't disappointed. It's been back to back to back greatness. And all we can say is like, just continue to soar higher. We will listen to the project. As for this project here, I don't know if you don't listen to it. That's the only thing I listen to.
Yeah, please. After midnight, it's out everywhere. The audio, there's visuals on YouTube as well, and there'll be so much more coming. I have a show at Jazz Cafe on the 21st of October in the UK, and this December, live experience with GYAKIE is happening.
Why are you laughing? I thought you was going to say
that. Was ready to say
so,
I'll be there.
Also, I was at your very, very first concert you put together.
Really?
Stage,
wow. Imagine, you should be.
That's
so proud.
interlude. Ladies and gentlemen, GYAKIE the Songbird, thank you very much for coming. We wish you the very best. We know you're going to come and say, Kosel, as always.
Just one last thing. I also want to say a huge thank you to everybody here in this building for supporting my music, and to my amazing team, to my manager, Miro, and to everybody on the team that has also supported this album. I didn't do it alone. It's an amazing creatives, producers, everyone. I love everyone, the fans, everybody. I love you. I love you. I love you.